me that you went home and swiped a ball that was signed by Babe Ruth, and you brought it out here and actually played with it?
Yeah, but I was gonna bring it back.
But it was signed by Babe Ruth!
Yeah, you keep telling me that. Who is she?
What? What?
Hello, sexy monkeys. Welcome back to SkyGeneYouTube Experience. I'm Ben. This is the first time I'm doing this segment, and it's called, well, I don't know what it's called yet. That's how new it is, but what it is, I go over a movie that brings back nostalgia. Nostalgia. I was born in 1990. My mom did daycare, and all we did was watch movies. Like all of these VHS tapes, all those down there. All that shit. So like every once in a while I would watch a movie from the 90s or from the 80s that I just watched as a kid that brings back all that nostalgia. And the first one I chose was The Sandlot. This one, I fucking watched this movie so many times as a kid. We even had a Sandlot in my town of Mount Vernon growing up. I absolutely love it. It's not that much of a Sandlot, but it's what we called it. And if you have not seen The Sandlot before, it's kind of like The Mighty Ducks, but baseball. The movie came out in 1993, so I was 3 years old, and this movie, the timeline takes place in 1962, and does a great time period of the 60s. One of the things that really sticks out in this movie early is the narrator, his voice. That voice is something where as soon as I hear that voice, I instantly think of The Sandlot. 100%. And throughout this movie, the score, the theme, the songs, all iconic to the point where I hear songs in my life, it brings me to The Sandlot. Every time I see Willow's LA, Blue Dodgers hat, The Sandlot, again, I'm telling you, there's a lot of things in my life where I think of what I see and I think of The Sandlot. And one of it is that LA Dodgers hat. Another one would be the L7 loser weenie. Shit like that. And then, what was it? Forever. That shit.
They said until forever. 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 Forever.
But no, really the heart of this story would be the kids playing baseball. Every single kid was iconic. You remember every single kid. There isn't a character where you're like, oh, I don't remember him. You remember, and then just the place itself is just iconic with the green fence and the tree house. But the dog is what really, dude, that scared the shit out of me. This movie did, with this whole dog thing. I was terrified. I would never jump over that fence to get that ball back. Oh yeah, but really, this movie, Babe Ruth. I didn't know who the fuck Babe Ruth was. The main kid in this movie, 100% that's who I was when it came to Babe Ruth. Granted, by that age I would probably known, but I was 3 or 4 when I watched this, 5. No clue who Babe Ruth was. So this was my learning lesson of who Babe Ruth was. And they really made Babe Ruth a legend. In my mind, like I was like, God, Babe Ruth's a legend. Oh my God, because of The Sandlot. This movie's great though. It goes over a lot of themes of like a kid learning to be with a stepdad. They do the whole playing catch thing, making new friends, and then eventually friends move away and you're remembering childhood memories. A lot of that stuff. And what's great is it's very universal where everyone has gone through that. Mostly gone through all that stuff where you can relate to someone. Those shoes, those Piet Flyers, man, those, when he, at the very end, when he puts on the new ones and he, you know, just chased, makes me want to get a pair so bad. Surprisingly, James Earl Jones, I keep forgetting he's in this movie because he's at the very, very end for a small little amount. But it's nice to have him. That really puts the cherry on top at the very end when you're in James Earl Jones like house with Benny and the main guy and the dog. Yeah.
You're in trouble, aren't you, son?
Yeah, well, that was my stepdad's ball. I took it without asking. It was signed by Babe Ruth.
George signed this?
George Herman Ruth? Yeah.
I take it back. You're not in trouble. You're dead where you stand.
I didn't know this, but the younger Benny and the older Benny, they're actually brothers. Yeah, in the when Benny steals home as a Dodger and he gives the thumbs up, that is the older brother of the younger Benny. Dude, this surprised me. So the lifeguard girl, the one that kisses, you know, she's the sheriff on Scream 5, and she's the one that gets killed in broad daylight. But she's also Deputy Hicks on Scream 4. But I totally forgot. Caught me off guard. But mostly my favorite scene in this whole thing is the whole sleepover, doing the s'mores, talking about the dog. God, I love that. This whole movie made me happy watching it again. I watched it on Blu-ray. It looked amazing, and it got a bunch of special features. And then I bought a DVD somewhere of... There's a sequel, but it's like, you know, straight to DVD, low budget, just a kid's movie. But I'll check it out just for shits and giggles. But until then, Sexy Monkeys, this is my first nostalgia movie. I don't know which one I'm going to do next. There's a million fucking movies out there, but it might be the Mighty Ducks. I'm leaning toward that. Until then, Sexy Monkeys, do not drop that soap if you go to jail.
This was a total dream assignment for me. Remember when Savannah played tennis against Roger Federer? Yeah, that was this reunion for me, and just like so many others growing up, this was the movie my entire neighborhood was obsessed with summer after summer. And those Sandlot days are probably the last time I played baseball until this reunion.
It's been 25 years since the kids of the Sandlot spent the summer in their own little baseball kingdom.
They never kept score.
They never even really stopped playing the game.
The square, Betty! Get the square!
And 25 summers later, the guys from the Sandlot are back together. But there were only 8 of them. They didn't have a whole team. So even though I wasn't in the Sandlot, I figured I could be the 9th man and just go sit in the outfield somewhere and ask them how things have been going.
It's been crazy. I mean, it definitely gets you in places for free. Can't walk through a Las Vegas casino without someone yelling, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, you're yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, you mean that's the same guy?
Yes!
Yeah has aged better than the rest of us. But there they were, Scotty Smalls, DeNunez, Timmy Timmons, Tommy Repeat, Bertram, Squints, and Ham.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Even the narrator, who is also the writer and director, David Mickey Evans. The only one missing, Benny the Jet Rodriguez.
We gotta get Mike. We gotta do the documentary.
Yeah.
It's called Finding Benny.
Finding Benny.
Yeah, come on, Mike.
Mike.
And stick your glove on the air. I'll take care of it.
Unlike the movie, none went on to play for the Dodgers, but over the last couple decades, that ragtag team has found itself honored by some of baseball's greatest.
The Great Bambino!
Is it wild to know that a lot of these MLB superstars grew up watching the Sandlot and grew up wanting to play exactly like you guys?
I think it's awesome. It's a trip.
They made a big impact on a lot of people's lives.
And it's not just baseball stars who are Sandlot struck. This is Kevin Durant's Twitter picture.
I am Kevin Durant. It's a little known fact, and I'll ball you up.
But when it comes to inspiring their own kids,
I showed him the movie for the first time, and he's really big on Moana.
Squints didn't marry Wendy Peppercorn.
Little pervert!
But life's good, and he's got a teenager.
I think she thinks I'm just kind of a dork, so.
But for my generation, The Sandlot defined the summer.
The film was made with the same amount of love that people have for it, and it was the greatest summer of our lives.
What was your favorite scene?
When the treehouse blew up, that was my big moment. The scene I did where they lift me over the fence and I come face to face with the dog.
It was pretty neat having stunt guys, though.
I did my own stunts in the film.
And these days, with Yeah looking more like Hercules, you gotta wonder, can these guys still play?
I don't believe this.
Some a little rusty.
Sorry.
Right, that's it.
Sorry.
It wasn't a Sandlot, but we're old men, and LA City College had some grass.
Hurry up, Vitar. It's gonna be a short game, and I gotta get home for lunch.
Here we go. Big NBC exec up to the plate. Come on, big boy. Hold on. Look at how he's choking up. Woo-hoo! That's some choking up.
Don't be a goofus.
All right, come on.
Boom!
The Nunez is on the plate. Jimmy Timmons on first base.
Oh, boy.
You better start stealing bases, man.
Uh-oh, look at it.
Stole that one.
Finally up to bat, the Sultan of Smack Talk, the king of calling it out.
You got it. I'm not even gonna run. I'm not even gonna run.
And as we all rounded home,
Seeing these guys, some of them I haven't seen in 25 years, but it is just like we're back.
the great Hambino reminding us heroes get remembered,
Follow your heart, kid. Never go wrong.
but legends never die.
And to honor the 25th anniversary, a new collector's edition DVD and Blu-ray have been released. Also, one more behind-the-scenes Sandlot story. You'd think that the pool scene would have been a favorite, but apparently it was pretty cold. Instead, the guys say their favorite memory took place off the set, and that's when the whole gang snuck into Basic Instinct.
Wow. Sounds about right.
My favorite part of the Sandlot, too.
Made up for the pool.
Wow. That was a great spot. That took a turn there.
We're so envious.
That was a great spot.
Nice hit, too.
Great.
Yeah, good job, guys.
Well, the cast of the cult classic film The Sandlot is in Utah this weekend, celebrating 25 years since the film's release.
Chopper 5 is live above the iconic backyard ballpark where the movie was filmed. But the cast is at Smith's ballpark today, taking in a Bees game. Rod Zundel's there live. Rod, Smalls is with you, really?
Oh, yeah. Is this fun or what? These guys are back here celebrating 25 years of the Sandlot, and we've got the characters here. Smalls himself right here, Tom. Guiry, Patrick Renna, of course, the great Hambino.
Got it.
And Victor
DeMattia,
who played Timmy. Guys, welcome. Now, you were here 5 years ago for the 20th anniversary, got to go out to the Diamond.
I was.
What is it about this movie that's generational that we all just love it?
It's Salt Lake City. You film a movie in Salt Lake, it becomes a classic.
It might be the truth. As soon as I got in Salt Lake this morning, you just smell it in the air. It's just something about it. It's fantastic.
Is this your first trip back?
Yeah, it's the first time I've been back since I was like 11 years old.
And you're going to the Diamond tomorrow. That's the first time you've been back since the filming?
Yeah, it's going to be really cool. Yeah, I'm bringing my wife and kids, too, so it might bring a tear to my eye.
Are you old enough?
Oh, yeah.
You're still a 12-year-old for us with a bucket hat. With a weird hat.
I like that you say it. I'm getting older and older. Jesus. Years going by quick, man.
Yeah, but what is it? I mean, the guys here, the Bees players, a lot of them weren't even born, Victor, and they know who you guys are.
Right. No, it's amazing. I mean, it's getting passed on to the next generation now, which is awesome, and people are raising their kids on it. It's amazing. I mean, we get so much love from baseball players that say that we inspired them to start playing baseball. You know, the Sandlot's one of the reasons they did it, so it's awesome.
Okay, were you guys baseball players? Did you play Little League before you went out on the Diamond?
Oh, yeah. I got a call from my baseball coach after he saw the movie, and he said, "What did you do to me?" Because I was like terrible, you know. But yeah, I played ball. It was fun. I think we all played ball.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. It was one of the requirements, I think, when we got cast. Yeah.
You know, the one-liners in these movies. Okay, I mean, you know, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Okay,
right.
And I don't. Go ahead, make my day. Right. You feel lucky, punk. You're killing me, Smalls.
Right up there with those, huh?
Can you just say it for us?
You're killing me, Smalls. And this is Smalls.
That is awesome. Can you believe what just happened? How about you throw like a girl?
No, you don't say that anymore.
You can't say it.
Guys. In fact, that was actually a compliment. The whole scene took place, and then right at the end, I threw a compliment out of him. Yeah, and it was supposed
you
to.
play ball like a girl,
and I'm like,
which
thank
is
you, and we
completely
hugged.
equal to a man in every way.
That's right.
And it's a good thing.
How many times a day do you get "You're killing me, Smalls"?
Oh, at least 7 or 8 times for my own children.
Okay. That's right. My producer says, "You're killing me, Smalls. I'm going overtime."